We are crushing on gospel musician Eleana Makombe. She's based in the UK, but she decided to grace us right here, right at the top of Herald House in our full morning rush to tell about her work, what she's doing, and she's got a couple of exciting projects coming up as well. And she's got a song that's been trending on the gospel charts. So yeah, when it comes to gospel music and the scene right here in Zimbabwe, I think we have one of the top artists. Eleana, good morning and welcome to Morning Rush.
Good morning, and thank you for having me.
No, thank you for gracing us with your presence. Obviously, you've had quite a storied career. I was reading your bio just now, starting out from Kwekwe. Now you've gone all the way to the UK, but still representing Zimbabwe, singing your gospel music. Maybe let's start right at the beginning in terms of how your journey began and how you found yourself as a respected gospel musician.
Wow, right. It all started in 2017. That's when I recorded my first album. It started with we started recording we wanted to record a single. I remember very well. I recorded with Mac D in the UK, and I only had one song that was planned because through the pressure of my husband saying you need to try, so just record one. And because I was one person who was just angori shy and praise and worship. Yeah, I could praise and worship, but it wasn't in me. But the push came from my husband. So when MacD came to the UK in 2017, we planned to record the first. It was the first song, single. Then after the day, before the day end, I remember we're like, you know what? Let's just do 3 more.
That's the Mac D effect for you.
But it started like just trying, nothing serious, just trying. That's like.
And obviously, when you released that debut album back in 2017, in terms of the response, obviously it feels like it's something you sort of stumbled your way into, and obviously with the support of your husband. But like, what was the response to that particular project, especially for you?
Right, for that album, the response was amazing, especially from the UK, from the church community, because I fellowship at Forward in Faith, Zayoja International Church in the UK. So that's where I fellowship. So the response was very, very encouraging. That's all I can say. That led to doing more. After that.
After that. It sounds fantastic. And then obviously, since then now you've been growing as an artist. I think your music, even back home, is now being played. I know right now you do have a single with Dorcas Moyo that's been trending. In terms of obviously your breakthrough started through coming from the UK, but then coming back onto the Zimbabwean market here in the country. What has been the reception that you've gotten since that debut?
Right. What I can say, it's been amazing. Like I said, gospel music, it's totally different from other genre. These things is God's timing. That's all I can put it. Yeah. It's not easy starting something, but I believe that each and everyone, have got a season and a time for everything. So in the right time, like what I'm saying this time, the breakthrough has been amazing, and it's been, phenomenal.
I know one of your most recent singles is Tender. I think you worked with a couple of other artists. Maybe just talk us through that particular song and what it means.
Right. So Tender was, I can say that's one of my favorite songs because of the message within that song. Because through that song, I remember there was a lot going through my life when that song came. So Tender has been, it's a song that gives hope. It's a song that when someone is really low, distressed, when you don't have hope at all, but it's just a song that encourages someone that Tender, believe in God, all things are possible, irregardless of anything which you're going through, just continue believing in God. So it's one of my favorite songs.
And I know, you've got a very international flavor. I know you've also worked with South African Reverend Benjamin Dube. What was that experience like? I know you guys have something lined up in December as well. Maybe you can even talk us through that as well.
Right. Working with Bishop Benjamin, I don't take it lightly. I think it was a great opportunity, and I feel very honored working with the legendary. One thing that I can say, he's like a father. He's one person who's humble, where, as big as he is, when you approach him, when we were working together, I remember working on the single, he's been someone who has been supportive, even encouraging. Sometimes, you know what? He was saying, he gave me this statement that he said to me, I'm now the bridge, so I'm helping people to cross over it. Oh, so for me, that alone tells you of who he is in a nutshell, that he's now the bridge, and he's helping all the upcoming artists, all different artists to cross over, because he has already walked the walk. So he's just helping. So it's been phenomenal. And regarding the plans of what's happening, I'm really excited, first of all, to say it's only by God's grace that I am hosting Grateful Concert live in the UK on the 2nd of December. So this theme of Grateful Concert came through. I've got an album coming this year. It's titled Grateful. So in my line this year, I can say it's been a year of thankful, grateful, looking at what God has done into my life. It's a lot. Some of the things I can't say it on the air, but what God has done in my life, even just the gift of life. Sometimes we take life for granted. That for us to be, even where I am today, to be alive, to breathe the air that we're breathing, we just need to be grateful. So I believe that Grateful Concert is going to be a yearly thing. So every year, I'll be doing
But this is going to be the first one.
This will be the first one.
Who are some of the other artists that, besides you, of course, that we can expect to see on the bill? Right.
We've got Minister Michael Maindere, and we've got Minister Ellard and Sharon, the Cherais, and also Bishop himself. Those are the artists, including me.
Of course, we can't forget. So it sounds like an absolutely fantastic lineup, and just having this conversation with you, I can tell that you're in a very good place. Maybe in terms of your fans, what message would you have for them in terms of maybe the support that they've given you so far, and obviously leading into this Grateful album launch? What's your message to your fans?
Right. I just want to say thank you so much for your love, for your support. I'm truly, truly, truly honored. And it's really, what I can say is keep praying for me like you always do, because I know without your prayers, they are praying for me. Without your prayers, I cannot be where I am today. But because of your prayers, those are the ones that are strengthening me. So what I can say, let's continue also to be grateful as we are ending this year, 2023, with a grateful heart and a thankful heart.
All right, and I'm sure some of our viewers will be listening to you and will feel inspired by a story. If obviously maybe they want to get your music, which platforms is it available on? And maybe in terms of your social media, maybe if you can just share that as well, so that we can continue following your journey. I know you're talking about the Grateful Concert starting. We want to keep tabs on you and continue supporting you going forward.
Right. So on Instagram, it's Eleana Makombe. Facebook, Eleana Makombe. YouTube, Eleana Makombe. And there's also an email, which is there on my Facebook page. All my music, you can find it on Spotify, YouTube, all music digital platforms. All
right, and maybe just before I let you go, maybe just a message maybe to a young girl right here in Zimbabwe, or even a young boy who's got that passion to sing, maybe your words of encouragement as we sign off.
I would say start, believe, and continue believing in God. All things are possible, and do not give up. Because one thing I know is God always makes sure that He fulfills what He promises.
Ladies and gentlemen, Eleana Makombe.